Once upon a time, there lived a young couple in a land far, far away. They did not have any children, but they really wanted to have a baby girl. After a while, the wife became pregnant, expecting a baby. One day, she looked into an enchanted garden next door, and her thoughts became captured by the desire to eat the lettuce in the garden. And from then on, she could not think of anything else but that lettuce. "I'll die if I cannot eat that lettuce." The mother was so consumed by the idea of eating the lettuce that she lost her appetite for anything else. Slowly, she lost more and more weight, and the husband became very worried. He promised his wife that he would bring her the lettuce.
"My darling, don't worry. I will get you some lettuce."
"But my love, it's very dangerous." It was dangerous because the garden was owned by an evil witch. It was surrounded by tall walls and a locked gate. It took all the father's strength to climb the wall to get into the garden. He picked a handful of lettuce and brought it to his wife. His wife ate the lettuce, and she felt a little bit better. But she was still hungry for more. The next day, her husband climbed the wall into the garden again to steal more lettuce. But this time, the witch caught him.
"How dare you come into my garden and steal my lettuce? What were you thinking?"
"My wife is pregnant, and she has a craving only for your lettuce."
"And why did you not ask my permission to take my lettuce?"
"We are all so afraid of you. I didn't think you would give us any. Will you forgive me?"
"Forgive you? You will be punished for this."
"But if my wife can't eat the lettuce, she will get sick and our baby will die. Please."
I have grown this lettuce, and you have stolen it. So here's my deal. You take as much as you want of what I have grown, and when your wife is satisfied with my lettuce, I will take what she has grown. You crazy fool!
Out of fear, the man agreed and fled from the garden with the lettuce. A few months later, the baby was born, and the witch came and took the baby away. She named the baby Rapunzel because the type of lettuce the baby's mother had craved was named Rapunzel. They went far, far away, so the parents could not find her after they realized what a foolish deal they had made. The witch hid her in a tall tower in the woods and let Rapunzel's hair grow long. She told Rapunzel that she was her mother, but really she was a prisoner in the top of the tower because there was no staircase or door and only one small window at the very top. When the witch would come to visit, she would call to her from below,
"Rapunzel! Rapunzel, let down your golden hair so that I can see you when I climb up there."
And Rapunzel would let her long braided golden hair fall down through the small window. The witch would climb Rapunzel's golden hair like a rope to get to the top of the tower. One day, a prince rode deep into the forest when he was hunting, and he heard a beautiful voice singing from the high tower.
Oh.
La, 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 la.
What a beautiful voice,
he thought, and rode to the tower to find out who it was. La, 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 la. He looked for a door or a staircase, but could not figure out how to enter the tower. All night and all day, he tried to figure out how to climb to the window, but couldn't figure out how to climb up. And when night came again, he heard the witch coming, and he hid and watched her.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel, let down your golden hair so that I can see you when I climb up there.
Rapunzel let her long braided golden hair, and with the help of Rapunzel's hair, the witch made it to the top of the tower.
I see how this is done.
So the next day, just after sunset, the prince went to the tower and tried it.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your golden hair so that I can see you when I climb up there.
Rapunzel was surprised to hear a different voice, but let her hair down anyway, because she had never met anyone else in her whole life. When the prince climbed up, she was shocked. You're not my mother. Why did you come here?
Oh, don't be afraid. I am a prince. I heard your beautiful singing and wanted to meet you. You are so beautiful.
Rapunzel liked the prince, and she asked him to come back again the next day. The prince came back many times, and they fell in love. But Rapunzel did not tell the witch, because she was afraid the witch would curse the prince. And one day, the prince asked Rapunzel,
"Will you marry me, Rapunzel?"
Rapunzel joyfully accepted the prince's proposal. But Rapunzel did not have any way to climb down from the tower to escape, until she thought of a plan to make a rope of her own. So the prince began to bring pieces of cloth every time he would visit. "Oh, this is a good sturdy material." And she would tie them together to make a rope. But one day, Rapunzel was daydreaming and accidentally mentioned the prince to the witch. "Mother, the prince climbs my hair faster than you do."
What prince? Who is this prince?
The witch realized that the prince might try to rescue her, and she was very angry with Rapunzel.
How could you lie to me about meeting someone? You should stay in this tower with me forever.
The witch was so upset that she cut off Rapunzel's hair so she could never help the prince climb up the tower again. Then she used a spell to send her to a desert far, far away. Oh, my hair! The witch stayed in the tower and made a plan to kill the prince. Then she heard his voice.
"Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your golden hair down. It is I, the prince, the one with the crown."
The witch let down the braided hair she had cut from Rapunzel. The prince climbed up, hoping to rescue Rapunzel from the tower. But when he got to the top and saw the witch holding Rapunzel's hair, he was shocked and afraid of what had happened to Rapunzel. The witch stepped toward him, and the prince stumbled back and fell down from the tower.
Okay, that's enough.
The prince landed in thick bushes. He survived, but the thorns had scratched his face and eyes, and he could no longer see. He wandered blindly for days through the forest, crying for Rapunzel. He ate plants and fruits he found in the forest until he left the forest and found himself lost in a desert. And in the wind was an unexpected sound. He heard a voice, a familiar voice singing sweetly, and recognized it.
Rapunzel's voice.
He followed the sounds of her voice and began yelling,
Rapunzel! Rapunzel!
Rapunzel eventually heard him and gasped,
Rapunzel!
"My prince!"
Rapunzel!
They ran to one another. Finally, they found each other. Rapunzel held her prince and wept tears of joy. The prince felt her tears fall on his face and touch his own eyes, and miraculously, his eyes opened and he could see again.
I can see! Rapunzel, it is you, my darling! You're alive! Thank you.
He brought her to his castle on his faithful horse, where people greeted them with joy. And they lived happily ever after.